how you can create this beautiful mega menu using Elementor Pro with also a link hover effect now in this video. Let's dive in. So this is our website, and here we want to create a mega menu in the header. But before we do that, I would recommend that you set up global fonts and global colors, because this will make your website creation much more efficient and also easier to manage. You can do this over the website settings from Elementor. So then over here you find global colors. Here you can set up all your colors that you want to use on your website. And when you go back, you can also find the global fonts. And here I would recommend that you set up all the fonts that you want to use. So I have here the fonts for different headings, for the text, for button, for the menu. After you set up global fonts and global colors, you can go back to the WordPress dashboard, because we need to activate some features from Elementor. We go to Elementor and then settings, and we go to the features, and here we activate the Flexbox container. But give attention when you activate the Flexbox container that this will affect your whole website. So you don't have the older sections from Elementor anymore. You can see this when I click on the plus icon. Now we are using only the Flexbox containers, which is, by the way, faster in loading times and also better in responsive designs. We activate the nested elements and also the menu. After you activated those three things, then you save your changes, and now we can create a mega menu. So therefore we go under templates to our theme builder, and over here we go to our header. I already have created one, so I added this one. If you don't have one, you can add a new one. Now we added our header. I just X the existing one out. I just will start with a blank one, so let me add our containers. I will take this one. There we have about, okay, this is now, let me change this to 25% on the left side, and this one should be about 75% on the right side. And now we want to give this section a little background, so let's give it a style in dark blue. First, in the left container we want to have our site logo, a little bit too big. Let's give it a width of 60%. This looks good. And I also want this logo to be in the center of the container. How Elementor containers will work, I will provide you a link in the video description where someone else explained it. There you get to know the containers a little more, because you can see you have here now different settings that you can use for the containers. In the right container we want to have our menu. The WordPress menu, this is the old menu, and we now want to have our new menu. This is the widget down here. So we just drag and drop it inside, and I can't read the font, so let me change it to white, and also the typography please on menu. And now under the content tab I can provide here the names. So the first I name it industries, and also can provide the link over here, industries. I want this menu on the right side, so I also say to the end. Now let me also change the hover color, because I don't like this one. I change it to mint, and also the active color should be also mint. Now this looks much better. And now this is just like an icon list, and we don't have our drop down menu. So that's why we go back to the content, and from here we can also activate the drop down content. And if we do this, let me just do this for all the three. And now you can see we have these drop down arrows, and when I click on it, then it opens a new section over here. I can drag and drop my widgets over here. In this case I click the plus icon, because I want to have this 6 containers inside, and I want to have a button in one container, and below the button should be also a little text for some description. We use buttons and not headings or text, because with buttons you can easily create an hover effect. And we write here retail. The link is to our retail page. We want to have the button small. This is okay. Left alignment is also okay. Then the style should be our menu font. Text color should be in primary. The background type please in white. The border radius, we don't need it. Padding, we set it to 0%. Then it's going fully to the left. And we want as a text hover color the mint color. So now this looks much better. We can also say in this container by clicking over here that we want to have the gaps to 0. The text is a little closer. And I want to have a little padding over to the top. 30 pixels should be enough. And also to the right side, they will say also 30 pixels is good. Now I just copy paste it to all the other containers. I also changed the name of them. Now I added also some description to each of the links, and when I just look at the preview of the website, this looks pretty nice. And why is this more right than the food? Okay, because we say the gap between the elements should be 0 and the padding is on the top and on the right 30 pixels. So also copy this one and paste the style over here, paste the style over here. So far so good. Now we also added the menu over here, because here we can say, for example, that we want the drop down effect open on hover or on click. So if I select on click, then this menu only opens when I click on it, but I want to have it on hover. I can also say the animation to fade in. And now when I hover over industries, this works pretty nice. Let me just save it and go to the preview of the page. So when I now hover over industries, then we can see this mega menu fades in, and we can now click to our pages. Then we can also check the responsive settings. So when I go on mobile, then we can see, okay, this is now underneath, but I don't want it. I want the width over here to not 75 pixel. Can we please use percent? Let's give the logo 75% and our menu only 25%. This should be good. Then I want also the content in the center, and the color of this menu should be in white menu toggle. Then over here I can say white. Yes, that's it. And then when I click over here, we can see this is now our responsive menu, and I can open this one, and then I have also the mega menu over here. And now let's update the page and take a look at it. And now we are finished, and we can see when we hover over industries, we have our mega menu over here. I hope this video was helpful. If you have any questions, please let me know in the comments. And then thanks for watching. We will see us in the next video.